Hello students, welcome to our YouTube channel AKN Sprint Education. Myself Naveen, I am the mathematics mentor. And today's session, let us discuss about chapter number 5, exercise 5.3, that is quadratic equation, question number 7. The difference of squares of two numbers is 118. Difference of squares of two numbers is 118. The square of smaller number is 8 times the larger number. Find the two numbers. Square of two numbers. Let the two numbers be x and y. Difference of squares of two numbers. Okay, this is one square whose side is x. This is another square whose side will be y. We know that area of square is side into side. Okay, what is the area of first square? X into x, that is equal to x square. What is the area of second square? Y into y, that is y square. Okay, statement number 1. Difference of squares of two numbers is 180. Difference means minus square of first number is x square, second number is y square, equal to 180. Now coming to second statement, the square of smaller number is 8 times the larger number. As smaller number is y, square of smaller number is 8 times the larger number. Here larger number is x because we are subtracting smaller number from larger number. So don't confuse. Here x is called larger number and y is called smaller number. So square of smaller number is 8 times the larger number. So y square equal to what? 8x. Right? So this is our equation number 1 and this is our equation number 2. Put y square equal to 8x in equation number 1. Our equation number 1 is x square minus, in the place of y square we can write as 8x equal to 180. Plus 180 you transpose x square minus 8x minus 180 equal to 0. Factorization, we have minus 180 over here, that is our constant, and the middle term is minus 8x, 18 10 ja 180, minus 18 and plus 10. So x square minus 18x plus 10x minus 180 equal to 0. From these two terms if I take x common, I will get x minus 18, and as well as from these two terms if I take 10 common, x minus 18 equal to 0. Again if I take x minus 18 as common, I will get x plus 10 equal to 0. So one term is x minus 18 equal to 0 and the second term is x plus 10 equal to 0. Minus 18 you transpose, you will get plus 18, plus 10 you transpose, you will get minus 10. So x equal to 18 and x equal to minus 10, you neglect this minus 10. So we got x value is how much? X value is 18. So square of, find the two numbers they are asking. The larger number is what? Therefore larger number equal to x equal to 18, and what about the smaller number? Y square equal to, we know that 8x, y square equal to 8 into 18, 18 8 is 144, square you transpose, it will become root over 144. What is the square root of 144 children? Square root of 144 is 12. So they are asking to find the two numbers. The two numbers are, one is x equal to 18 and other one is x equal to y equal to 12. They are the two numbers. Now coming to question number 8. A train travels 360 kilometers at uniform speed. What is the distance traveled? Distance traveled is 360 kilometers at uniform speed. So speed is equal to, let it be x kilometer per hour. Is it clear? Statement number 1. Distance traveled is 360 kilometers at a uniform speed. We don't know what is the speed. Let the speed be x kilometer per hour. If the speed had been 5 km per hour more, it would have taken 1 hour less for the same journey. Okay. Now we have two conditions here, two cases. Case 1 and case 2, if speed had been 5 km per hour more, it would have taken 1 hour less for the same journey. Time is 1 hour less. Do you know what is the relationship between speed, distance and time? Speed is equal to what? Distance by time. What about time? From this we can say that time equal to what? Distance by speed. Case 1, distance is 360 kilometers, speed is x kilometer per hour. What about the time taken by the train to cover 360 kilometers with the x kilometer per hour speed? Time equal to distance by speed. This is our first case. Now the second case, speed had been 5 km per hour more. So distance is same 360 only and speed is now 5 km per hour more, x plus 5 km per hour. Then what about the time taken? Time equal to distance by speed, 360 by x plus 5. If 5 km per hour more, it would have taken 1 hour less. It would have taken 1 hour less. I mean 360 by x plus 5 equal to time taken by the train when it is traveling with x plus 5 km per hour, it will take 1 hour less than time taken by the train to travel with x km per hour. Right children? Now what you do, this minus 1 you transpose this side and this plus 360 by x plus 5 you transpose that side. So we will get 360 by x minus 360 by x plus 5. We are taking minus 1 towards left hand side, it will become plus 1. Now we can take 360 as common. We will get 1 by x minus 1 by x plus 5 equal to 1. Here 360 is multiplying, transpose 1 by x minus 1 by x plus 5 equal to 1 by 360. Now what is the LCM of x and x plus 5? As LCM is x into x plus 5. X plus 5 into 1, x plus 5 minus 1 into x, 1x equal to 1 by 360. Plus x minus x cancel. So cross multiplication, x into x plus 5 equal to 360 into 5, 6 5 is 30, 3 5 is 15 plus 3, 18. Now x into x square plus x into 5, 5x plus 1800 you transpose, that implies minus 1800 equal to 0. So as constant is minus 1800, what are the factors of 1800? 2 900 ja, 2 450 ja, 2 225 ja, 5 4 ja 20. So I think 5 2 ja 10, 10 2 ja 20, 22 ja 40. So 45 and 40. As our constant is minus 1800, 45 into 40 plus 45 minus 40. X square plus 45x minus 40x minus 1800 equal to 0. If I take x as common, I will get x plus 45. If I take minus 40 as common, I will get x plus 45 equal to 0. Once if I take x plus 45 common, I will get x minus 40 is equal to 0. One is x plus 45 equal to 0 and the second one is x minus 40 equal to 0. So this is x equal to 40 and this is x equal to minus 45. Because it is negative, you neglect. What we got x value? X value 40. Then what is the speed of the train? Speed of the train is x equal to 40 km per hour. This is the speed of the train. Children, did you understand this statement? When it is traveling with x plus 5 km per hour, it would have taken 1 hour less time to cover the same distance when it is traveling with x km per hour. So that is the reason 360 by x plus 5 equal to 360 by x minus 1. If you understand that statement, everything is calculation part only. Now coming to question number 9. Two water taps together can fill a tank in 9 and 3 by 8 hours. The tap of larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one to fill the tank separately. Find the time in which each tap can separately fill the tank. Okay. We can also call it as water problems. Okay, water and tap problems. Two water taps. We have two water taps. Two water taps. Together can fill a tank in 9 and 3/8 hours. Okay, which is in mixed fraction. Let us convert into improper fraction. 8 into 9, 8 9 is 72, 72 plus 3, 75/8 hours. Two water taps together can fill a tank in 75/8 hours. Now we have two types of types. One is tap with larger diameter. Second one is tap with smaller diameter. The tap of larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one to fill the tank separately. Suppose with a smaller diameter, suppose it is taken, the time taken by the tap with smaller diameter alone to fill the tank is x hours, for example. Okay, because it is a smaller diameter, tap having smaller diameter, let it be the time taken by the tap with smaller diameter alone to fill the tank is x hours. Then what about the time taken by the tap with larger diameter? It will take 10 hours less. 10 hours less means x minus 10. Is it clear, children? We have two types of taps. If they fill the tank separately, time taken by the tap with smaller diameter is x, and what about the larger diameter? Time taken is x minus 10. Right? So when we are doing this type of problems, we need to do for 1 hour, children. So time taken by the tap with smaller diameter to fill the tank separately in 1 hour is equal to 1 by x. Now time taken by the tap with larger diameter to fill the tank in 1 hour is 1 by x minus 10. So, and the time taken by the two water taps together can fill a tank in 1 hour. In 1 hour, two taps together is, here it is 75/8, then this will become 8 by 75. Children, here we are finding for 1 hour. In 1 hour, smaller diameter is 1 by x. In 1 hour, larger diameter is 1 by x minus 10. Two taps together can fill the tank in 1 hour is 8 by 75. They said together. Together means, according to the problem, we need to add. Time taken by the tap with smaller diameter alone to fill the tank in 1 hour is 1 by x. Larger diameter is 1 by x minus 10. That is equal to 8 by 75. From here you can do it easily. The thing is, you need to understand, it is time taken by the tap with larger diameter to fill the tank separately is x hours. In 1 hour, how much? 1 by x. Here, in 1 hour, 1 by x minus 10. Two water taps together in 1 hour is 8 by 75. So 1 by x plus 1 by x minus 10 equal to 8 by 75. So the LCM is x into x minus 10. X minus 10 into 1 is x minus 10 plus x into 1 is x equal to 8 by 75. Right? We can't cancel. X plus x is 2x minus 10 by x into x, x square minus x into 10, 10x equal to 8 by 75. Cross multiplication, 8 into x square minus 10x equal to 75 into 2x minus 10. 8 into x square, 8x square minus 8 into 10, 80x equal to 75 to the 150, 75 into 10, 750. Transpose, children. 8x square minus 80x minus 150x minus 750 equal to 0. 8x square 150 plus 80, 230 minus 750 equal to 0. Okay. So what we will take, let us take 2 common. If we take 2 common, 2 4 ja, 2 1 ja 2, 2 1 ja 2, 15 ja, 2 2 ja, 2 3 ja 6, 2 7 ja 14 equal to 0. as 2 is multiplying transpose children, it will become 0 by 2. So we got 4x square minus 115x minus 375 equal to 0. So as the constant is what? 375. So constant is minus 375. Minus 375 into 4. 4 5s are 20. 4 7s are 28 plus 2. 30. 4 3s are 12 plus 3. 15. Study, that is minus 1500. 1500 means I think 100 into 15. Yes. The factors are 100 and 15. So I can write as 4x square minus 100x minus 15x minus 375 equal to 0. So let us take 4x common here. X minus 425 is 100. Here you take minus 15 common. X minus 25. Right? Minus 100x. Sorry children, this is minus 1500. So 100 and 15 are not the factors, I guess. Plus 375. So minus 755 if you transpose plus 750. So this is plus 375. So plus only, minus into minus plus, so you'll get x plus 25. Minus, if you take common, here also you'll get to x minus 25. So once if I take x minus 25 common, you will get 4x minus 15 equal to 0. So once if I take x minus 25 equal to 0, you will get x value how much? 25. So consider x value as 25. X means what children? Time taken by the tap with smaller diameter. So if it is filling how many hours? If it alone, see they are asking find the time in which each tap can separately fill the tank. So time taken by the first tap is equal to how much? Time taken by the first tap is 25 hours. Then whatever the time taken by the tap with larger diameter, x minus 10. I mean 25 minus 10, that is equal to 15 hours. Separately they can fill in 25 hours and 15 hours. Okay children? So when you are doing calculation, you be careful. Now coming to question number 10. An express train takes 1 hour less than a passenger train to travel 130 kilometers between Mysore and Bengaluru. If the average speed of express train is 11 km per hour more than that of the passenger train, find the average speed of the two trains. We have two trains, one is passenger train, second one is express train. Let the speed of the passenger train is x km per hour. Then what about the express train? 11 km per hour more. 11 km per hour more means x plus 11 km per hour to travel 132 kilometers between Mysore and Bangalore. Distance is equal to how much? 132 kilometers. Okay. If the average speed of the train is 11 km per hour less than the passenger train, right? Now, if the average, an express train takes 1 hour less than, here this is the important point. An express train takes 1 hour less than a passenger train. Okay, 1 hour means time. We have a relationship between time, speed and distance. Time equal to what? Distance by speed. Okay, what is the time taken by the passenger train to travel 132 kilometers? Distance is 132 and the speed is x. This is about passenger train. Then what about the express train? Time taken by the express train is, distance is same 132 kilometers and speed is x plus 11. Which is taking 1 hour less time? Express train. Express train is 132 by x plus 11, which is taking 1 hour less. 1 hour less means minus 1. Then passenger train means 132 by x. So 132 by x, add these children. plus U transpose, it will become minus 132 by x plus 11 equal to minus 1 U transpose, this will become plus 1. So once if I take 132 as common, 1 by x minus 1 by x plus 11 equal to 1. 132 you transpose children, 1 by x minus 1 by x plus 11 equal to 1 by 132. And what is the LCM children? As LCM is x into x plus 11, x plus 11 into 1, x plus 11 minus x into 1, x equal to 1 by 132. Plus x minus x cancel. So cross multiplication, I mean 11 by x into x, x square plus x into 11, 11x equal to 1 by 132. Again cross multiplication, x square plus 11x equal to 132 into 11. 132, 2, 5, 4. I mean 1452 plus 1452 you transpose x square plus 11x minus 1452 equal to 0. So factors of 1452, 2 7 are 14, 2 2 are 4, 2 6 are 2 3 are 2 6 are 2 3 are 3 1 2 1 are 11 are. So how much we should get? 11, right? So the factors are what? Factors are 44 and 33 children. 44, 2 2 are 4, 4 into 11, 44 and 11 into 3, 33. Right? So as the constant is minus 1452 and our middle term is plus 11x and 44 and 33. Plus 44 and minus 33. I can write as x square plus 44x minus 33x minus 1452 equal to 0. If I take x common, I will get x plus 44. If I take minus 33 common, I will get x plus 44 equal to 0. Once if I take x plus 44 as common, I will get x minus 33 equal to 0. So one is x minus 33 equal to 0. So x equal to what? X value is 33. So what is the speed of the passenger train? Which is 33 km per hour. What about the speed of express train? 33 plus 11, that is equal to 44 km per hour. Okay, this is called as train problems, which is also an important question, children. Right? Now coming to question number 11, sum of the areas of two squares is 468 square meter. If the difference of their perimeter is 24 meters, find the sides of two squares. Sum of the areas of two squares. We have two squares. This is square 1, let it be side is x meters. This is our second square, let the side of the square be y meter. Students, what is the area of square formula? Area of square is side into side. And what is the perimeter of square formula? 4 into side. Okay. Sum of the areas of two squares. Okay. This is our statement number 1. Sum of the areas of two squares is 468 square meter. Sum means plus area of first square is side into side, x into x, x square. Area of second square, side into side, y into y, y square equal to 468. And second statement is difference of their perimeter is 24. Difference means as the perimeter of first square is 4 into x, perimeter of second square is 4 into y, which is given 24. Let me take 4 common, x minus y equal to 24. 4 table, 4 1 jar, 4 6 jar. X minus y equal to 6. Minus y you transpose, it will become x equal to y plus 6. So in the place of x, what you do? Substitute y, children. Y plus 6. In the place of x, we are substituting y plus 6 whole square plus y square equal to 468. A plus b whole square formula. A square plus b square plus 2 into a into b plus y square 468 you transpose minus 468 equal to 0. Y square plus y square 2y square 2 into 6 2 6 are 12y 6 square 36 minus 468 equal to 0. 2y square plus 12y 468 minus 36. 8 minus 6 2 6 minus 3 3 432 minus 432 equal to 0. If I take 2 common, y square plus 6y minus 2 2 is 4 2 1 is 2 2 6 is 12 equal to 0. Here 2 is multiplying transpose, y square plus 6y minus 216 equal to 0 by 2. Y square plus 6y minus 216 equal to 0 by something 0. Right? Now as the constant is 216, 2 1 is 2, 2 5 is 2 27 is 3 9 is. So 3 2 is 6, 6 2 is 12, 12 2 is 24. Now let us do with 3 table. 3 3 is 9, 9 2 is 18. 3 3 is 9, 9 2 is 18. 3 2 is 6, 6 2 is 12. So the factors are 18 and 12 children. 18 and 12. So that is plus 18 and minus 12. Y square plus 18y minus 12y minus 216 equal to 0. If I take y common, y plus 18. If I take minus 12 common, y plus 18 equal to 0. If you take y plus 18 as common, you will get y minus 12 equal to 0. Plus 18 you transpose minus 18, minus 12 you transpose, that will become plus 12. So what is the value of y? As the value of y is 12. So side of the second square is how much? Y is equal to given, we got 12. What about x value? X equal to y plus 6, I mean 12 plus 6. 12 plus 6 how much children? 12 plus 6, that is equal to 18 meters. So side of the first square is 18 meter and side of the second square is 12 meters. Now coming to question number 12. An object is thrown upwards with an initial velocity of 16 feet per second from a building with a height of 96 feet. It is at a height of s equal to 96 plus 16t minus 16t square, which is a quadratic equation in terms of variable t from the ground after a flight of t seconds. Find the time taken by the object to touch the ground. So children, the height x of the object from the ground after a flight of t seconds is, it is given s equal to 96 plus 16t minus 16t square. They are asking to find the time taken by the object to touch the ground. When it is touching the ground, then whose s value height is touches the ground means there is no height, which is equal to 0. Now which is our quadratic equation in terms of t, minus 16t square you transpose plus 16 square minus 16t minus 96 equal to 0. Let us take 16 common. T square minus t minus 6 equal to 0. Here 16 is multiplying transpose, it will become 0 by 16 t square minus t minus 6 equal to 0. So the factors are, as we have constant minus 6, 2 3 is 6, I mean plus 2 and minus 3. So I can write as t square minus 3t plus 2t minus 6 equal to 0. If I take t common, I will get t minus 3, and if I take 2 common, again I will get t minus 3 equal to 0. Again if we take t minus 3 as common, I will get t plus 2 equal to 0. So one root is t minus 3 equal to 0, second root is t plus 2 equal to 0. T equal to minus 2, neglect. So t equal to what? T equal to 3. I mean, what is the time taken by the object to touch the ground? After 3 seconds, it reaches us the ground, children. Okay, question is little bit confusion, but the thing is we need to understand the question. that height of the object from the ground after a flight of t seconds is given already, which is how much? 96 plus 16t minus 16t square. It is at a height of this. What is the time taken by the object to touch the ground? When it is touching the ground, whose height is becomes 0. So hence the quadratic equation is 96 plus 16t minus 16t square equal to 0. After that we did factorization. We got the value of time is 3 seconds. Now coming to last problem. If the polygon n sides has 1 by 2 into n minus 3 diagonals, how many sides are there in a polygon with 65 diagonals? That is our question number 1. Is there a polygon with 50 diagonals? Okay, if a polygon of n sides has n into n minus 3 by 2 diagonals, how many sides are there in a polygon with 65 diagonals? They said number of diagonals are 65. I mean n into n minus 3 by 2 equal to 65. And the second question, is there a polygon with 50 diagonals? N into n minus 3 by 2 equal to, is there any polygon with 50 diagonals? We have two questions. First question with sides. They are asking to find how many sides are there in a polygon with 65 diagonals. Is there a polygon with 50 diagonals? They are asking. Let us see now. Okay. So cross multiplication. N into n, n square minus n into 3, 3n. 65 into 2, that is equal to 130. Transpose, it will become minus 130 equal to 0. So 30 10 is 110. 13 into 10, 130. The factors are minus 13 plus 10n minus 130 equal to 0. If you take n common, n minus 13. If you take n common, 10 common, n minus 13 equal to 0. You take n minus 13 as common, you will get n plus 10 equal to 0. One is n equal to 13 and other one is n equal to minus 10. There is no polygon with negative sides. So we have n equal to 13. I mean number of sides of a polygon is 13, which is having 65 diagonals. Right? Now they are asking, is there any polygon with 50 diagonals? Okay? Cross multiplication. N into n, n square minus 3 into n, 3n. 52 is 100. If you transpose this side, it will become minus 100. So we cannot find, because here the constant is minus 100. We don't have any factors. Right? So if you want to find using quadratic formula also, as the value of a is 1, b value minus 3, c value minus 100. So formula is x equal to minus b plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. So n equal to minus into minus plus or minus b square minus 3 square 9 minus 4 into 1 into, as the value of c is 100 by 2 into 1. N equal to 3 plus or minus 9 plus 400 divided by 2. So n equal to 3 plus or minus square root of 409 by 2. We don't have square root of 409. So always you will not get a real number. Number of sides means it should be a positive number, right? So it is not possible. So there is no real value for n which this above equation is satisfied. There cannot be a polygon. There cannot be a polygon with 50 sides. It is not possible. With 50 side polygon, we don't have children. Okay? This is about our exercise 5.3. So I hope you understood today's session. Students, until and unless if you won't practice, you cannot do the questions properly. Practice well so that you will get all the problems clearly. So thank you children.